I'm doing a quick look, guys, at the new Train Simulator game that came out. I will be playing it later on YouTube, guys.
The training center, just getting ready for our drive and a little bit of last minute training before we hit the mountains of Cajon Pass today. If you have been following along with Train Sim World and Dovetail Games social media today, there's been a lot of other streamers and content creators streaming today, and
when do you stream this?
Oh,
you stream this. Oh wow, I'm only a day late.
The British routes and the German routes, but you know what? I'm one of the few YouTubers and content creators that actually covers U.S. Freight, and so
we're gonna be doing that today, guys. We're gonna if there's like
I do apologize, but maybe you want to stick around and maybe learn something about U.S. Freight. I think one of the reasons.
So we're gonna be doing that too, guys. We'll be doing I don't know when it's gonna be, later this week, guys, or sometime this year. Sometime this week, we will be doing Train Sim World later on this week. Train Sim 3 just came out their day. I will be driving the U.S. market. If they ever do Grand Elk Railway, I would be happy to see that because I live next to the Grand Elk Railway.
All that good stuff. Now I can really appreciate driving a German train.
So I'm going to be driving an American train. Like I usually do freight at my channel. So if you're going to start seeing Train Sim World, it's going to say Train Sim 3.
This is your very first time ever seeing or hearing about Train Sim World. Let me just show off a few things. This is what we call the German IC3 high-speed intercity express train. Full interior is completely modeled. We have lots of seats and whenever you take this out on the actual route itself, we're in the training center. In the training center, you can kind of look at every train.
Okay.
Also, there's
even a work.
The actual route.
There's even a shitter too.
There are a lot of different routes, and you'll see passengers sitting in these seats, getting on and off the train, and it's very nice.
I'm gonna be driving the rail line.
So we'll hop out of here, and I'll show you guys the next one. And again, once we get done with this, we'll head over to Cajon Pass to do some heavy U.S. freight hauling.
I'm a U.S. person. I live in the United States.
No offense to all my British friends, but they all look the same. Not the British people, the British trains.
Duh.
But hey, it's okay because I know you guys say the same thing about U.S. freight trains. They all look the same, and I kind of agree. They do.
I live right next to the Grand Elk, guys, so yeah.
That's another one, again, full interior model.
They have Wi-Fi.
If you were, then that's a problem. But yeah.
I'm going to stick with U.S. trains, guys.
Old start for Cajon Pass Loco. Dylan, great question, my friend. Don't know.
We're sticking with U.S. trains, guys. Since I'm American, I'm going to stick with the U.S. train network.
I'm very open-minded in today's stream. Like, I'm really not. I just did another stream on X-Plane 12, a flight simulator not long ago. And I ain't going to lie, that took a lot out of me.
I'm going live this. I'm going to be driving the big old. I know how to drive this engine. This engine's going to be easy to drive. This is going to be a BNF. I can. That's going to be easy to drive. Okay, they haven't changed much. So I can drive that. Oh, that's be easy to drive. I mean, I can drive the SD40 with no problem.
Right now, so I believe we would have to go and do a cold start of this train. I don't know if the door opens on this model. It's usually an engine door you can open and get it fired up.
I'd be doing American training on the American engines because I could drive them.
Yeah. But yeah, I think if we can find a cold, a completely turned off train, it may be in the free roam session.
I can drive one of these easy.
I don't know if I remember how to do it.
You're on the wrong side of the engine, dummy.
I'm open.
So.
What does suck though, and I've kind of mentioned this before in the past, because I come from Flight Sim, is that in Flight Sim you have the option to cold start like everything, right? You can start cold and dark, as we call it, with no engines on, no power, and you go on the plane, you start everything from scratch. Kind of like how this one looks right now. It looks like it's completely cold and dark. There's no sound, there's no engine running, and be able to go in and just fire it up.
So yeah, guys, we're gonna do some train. We're gonna
I
take
would love
the.
to see that more often in the timeline and in scenarios.
So I'm gonna be driving a
It's
BNS.
sound to me that this train is completely turned up. I hear some brakes, you know, and you might hear my dog being.
So yeah, guys, we're gonna be doing some of the stuff.
Let's see. Yeah, again, all full interiors, everything except for the backstory. Yeah, this was already on. The screen are on, so it's just, I think the engine's off the with power. Does it have a door? Am I thinking of a different type of train? I don't know.
I can drive one of these, no problem.
Let's ship out of training center and back into main menu for training center world 3.
Well,
If you guys have any suggestions of any train, let me know.
so he's just gonna be doing a walk around. I mean, I could.
Isn't it time you realized the farther you go, the better it gets? And discover that even out here, you're never alone. Find out what true adventure really means with the most awarded SUV brand.
Our family treats every call like
So okay, so I'm just gonna kill time right now, guys. We will be doing Train
As
Simulator
the Iron Curtain fell,
eventually.
over a dozen nations were finally freed from the heavy-handed grasp of the once powerful USSR. From its foundation in 1922 until its final demise in 1991,
Christmas
the
night.
Soviet Union and its allies made up an incredibly significant portion of Europe, essentially filling out the entire eastern side of the continent. A global superpower at its peak, the USSR somehow only lasted a short 70 years. How is this possible? And why exactly did the Soviet Union collapse? This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Join millions of players and fight dozens of tough bosses in this challenging game by choosing one of its jaw-droppingly gorgeous champions.
So you can crash because it was annoying.
Click the link
Hey,
in my
what's up?
description to download Raid on your phone or PC while I tell you more.
Yeah, something big's happening in October.
First faction.
What's happening in October? It's important for me, and it also involves two things. We're gonna get a new studio in October. This October, guys, we're getting a new studio, and our video schedule will be changed a little bit to a lot. That's all I can say right now at this time. Our video schedule will be changing a lot in October. Okay, that's all I can really say.
Like upgrading different items.
What's happening, I can't really say because I'm not really sure yet.
Soon as you get engaged,
We're gonna maybe do
good luck, and I'll see you there.
Yeah, I mean, that means we're gonna have less videos popping up though, but we are still gonna be doing videos, guys. Don't worry.
Truly believe this.
We're still doing video stuff. Just that our
Final president of the Soviet Union.
I'm just watching random crap, guys, online for fun. So Yeah, I'm just killing random stuff. Yeah, I'll play some games later.
And I'll see you there.
Train Sim 3 came out, so we'll be playing that later. So let me see what's on TV. Just watch random stuff. So yeah.
Of alliances crumbled before him. He would have one likely response: Chernobyl. The former president made it clear in 2006, 20 years after the nuclear meltdown occurred, that he truly believed this, above all else, was the final turning point into a steep decline for his Soviet Union.
Oldies. Pretty much anything from the 1980s to between the 50s and 80s. And a couple songs from the 90s, a couple songs from the 2000s. But mostly vinyl, oldies. Oldies but goodies. Tons and tons of records. 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. A little bit of anime. That's about it.
From the start to the first responders and government officials that this explosion posed.
Yeah, especially the records are great.
To the surrounding citizens.
Xbox games, random, little this, a little that.
400 times that of the
Damn static.
Atomic bomb. Yet still,
so little this, little that. NASCAR, GTA, Train Sim, which I'm loading up now. Bendy, Cuphead, FNAF, off and on. That's about it. I mean, oldies, Big Mother Trucker number 2, oldies, goodies, yeah. So, little this and that.
He was very willing to downplay the reality of the failure and instead focus on bashing the West for what he called malicious.
Xbox. I'm an Xbox person, guys. I mostly just drive the cars in GTA and blow shit up, make money. That's all I usually do.
People became furiously aware of the corruption that they were.
So yeah.
And particularly the failure of Glasnost. Glasnost was a policy enacted by Mikhail Gorbachev that was supposed to restore certain freedoms for the Soviet people, such as freedom of speech, press, and religion. It was intended to create a better way of life and more transparency from the government.
I heard of Glasnost.
And in some ways, it did work.
I played GTA. I mean, I have played FNAF 2 one time on PC. Besides that, no. Usually play Xbox. Xbox.
Led to a drastic decrease in public trust. This wasn't the only policy that would contribute.
So yeah, a little bit we'll playing some Xbox in a little bit.
Another well-intended change was known as perestroika. The goal was to adopt a new economic system similar to modern-day China. The mixed communist capitalist structure would allow for more market freedom, and the policy also opens the door for new democratic elections. The Communist Party would still remain in control even with these elections, but the freedom of choice was nevertheless believed to be a significant.
Okay, that's installing right here. That's gonna be installing right now.
Ironically, though,
that's installing. So we're gonna watch.
Policy began
so
to contribute to the crumble.
We're gonna play some NASCAR. We're gonna play some NASCAR Heat 5, maybe. I don't know. We're just gonna goof off a little bit longer, guys. And a little bit, guys. We're gonna goof off a little bit. But when Train Sim comes on, I'll put that on a little bit. Right now, guys, I'm just gonna kill time and goof off a little bit. When we do Train Sim World 3, I will have to reset the channel up. But yeah, I've been really big into B-Stars, which is good to know. But yeah, I mean, B-Stars is pretty good. I mean, I think I do pretty good, guys, of doing this stuff. I mean, I like doing YouTube for you guys. We're doing pretty good, guys. The only thing we really have to make sure is that nothing goes wrong with the channel. I watched Breaking Bad one time. I didn't like it. I watched it one time. Didn't like it at all. I prefer NCIS. I mean, I prefer certain ones like NCIS, this, and I mean, I prefer NCIS, a couple anime shows, but I'm really not that strict on. I don't really got good cable. I don't even know Breaking Bad was even on. I don't got HBO. I don't got home box office. I mean, like I said, I don't really watch anything people else. I mean, I used to watch the old stuff. I used to watch low-ranking anime shows. So yeah, that sounds gross.
Why is the cake lasagna? Because she's his wife.
Who would want ravioli as a birthday? That just sounds gross. That's a dumb commercial. Who would want ravioli for a birthday cake? Not me. No offense to people who think that just doesn't sound right. But yeah, I like watching old new. I mean, I like the old weather warnings. I mean, I kind of like the old weather warnings, the old TV openings they used to use back in the old days. It's just so weird how the graphics have changed over the years. Like old weather radars, how they have the blue screen with the old radar Doppler movement stuff. I think it's pretty cool though. But I mean, I'm kind of weird, so I'm weird. Like I like watching foreign TV openings. Ooh, we're very ready soon to do train. Yeah, so yeah, I do a little of this and that on my channel. But yeah, I just do random stuff on the channel. Once in a while I'll do a thing with people, but yeah. So I'm just watch random crap on YouTube. That's about all I'm doing right now. When Train Sim World 3 is up I'm gonna reset this and go straight to Train World 3. I am gonna be driving a engine. It's American based because I'm American. So yeah. I don't speak Albanian. Does anyone here don't speak Albanian? That's chair. That might be Albanian. That sounds like Albanian. Albanian is weird. I watch Dragon Ball Z off and on. I do watch I actually am into Digimon, Pokemon, Betamon, Crossfire, Fire Blast. I do Beyblade. I work for Beyblade. I actually work for a Beyblade company. There's actually a Beyblade club I work with. I do the filming for the Beyblade club once in a while when I'm on there. I was kind of into Yu-Gi-Oh, kind of not into Yu-Gi-Oh. So yeah, I mean, I'm into little this, little that, and stuff. You said you're not doing videos right now, Oh, Teeks, you said you're not doing no videos. But yeah, I watch a little this, a little that. I mean, I use a typewriter. I go on Amigo once in a while. I mean, I do everything you guys. I mean, I use a typewriter still. I still prefer analog TV over digital. I have like 5 tape players in this house, 2 record players, a couple Bluetooth speakers in this house. I mean, I got over 500 Hot Wheels downstairs that I use for a set. I got like 3 different train sets downstairs I use once in a while. And I do a lot of things. Bulgaria. So I do a lot of things. I do a lot of things on my channel. I mean, I got a nice YouTube channel here. I got a lot of subscribers. I got a nice channel here. I do a lot of stuff on this channel, and that's all I really like to say. But I do everything. I do a lot of things on this channel. Do you think you'd be? I don't know what that is. Analog TV. I'm saying like analog TV where it's fuzzy. We have to do this or that or this or this. Do this. The antenna back in the old days. You had to put your mouth and do this or that. Back in the old I mean, that was like that until 2009, and then when we went digital. I hate to tell you this, when digital came out, it sucked. Again, digital sucked. Analog was a lot better. When analog, I actually got channels in my city. Now where I live, I only get rid of the digital antenna now. All I get is stuff not in my country, not in my state. I get stuff out of state, which is something I don't want. I want local news. Do I get? I get South Bend news, so I have cable, so I don't have to worry about that problem. But still, I miss the old days where I could, turn my antenna and won't have a problem getting TV stations. But you gotta do what you got. So yeah, I mean.
Odlučili da prva ličnost Jugoslovenske partije bude Milan Pančevski. Za njega je glasalo 17 članova, a za Tupurkovskog 5. Ova smjena na partiju...
So, whoa. Have anyone ever said you look like... Who in the hell? No offense. Who's Ryan Reynolds? No, I never had a DS. I had a Game Boy. I had a Game Boy when I was younger, but it broke. And I said, for now, I'm going to stick with TV. I'll stick with games plugged into your television. I had a DS for a short time. Then I switched over to it. Then I got my Xbox. Oh. I thought Elon Musk on Tesla and SpaceX. Candles on a Christmas tree. That doesn't seem safe. I don't know who those people are. I mean, I thought Elon Musk owned Tesla. Besides, I would not want a Tesla. Why would I want to spend 80 grand on a Tesla, huh? Okay. Why do I want to spend 80 grand for a Tesla when I can get a Ford Fiesta E for half the price? I can get a 500E for 30. I can get a car right now for 35. I can get me right now a Chevy Bolt for 35, for 25. I can get me a Ford. I can get me a Tesla. I can get me a Ford E for 40. I can get a smart car. I can get a smart car Fiat for $35,000. It's electric. Yeah, but I still drive gas. I prefer a gasoline car. I drive a gasoline car because where I live, it's cold here a lot, so electric's useless here. So where I live, I use gas. I live in Michigan. I'm sticking with gasoline. Let's get there now. I'm a person who prefers gas. Still, why would someone put candles on a Christmas tree? I have no clue. That does not seem right. I mean, fools are really nice, and yeah, I mean, I can get a Ford. Yeah, you can get a Ford Fusion right now for 40 grand, which is half of what Tesla goes for right now. I mean, this is before inflation even started. This is way before the inflation even started. Yeah, but right now, what I'm driving right now is a nice car. I mean, right now I'm driving a nice little car. Right now I'm driving a nice little gasoline box. So yeah, I mean, I like what I own right now.
Ankunft in Bukarest zur Tagung des politischen beratenden Ausschusses.
I can't believe I can read. This is just be German. I can read it. It's in English. How can this be German if it's in English? It's half in English, half German, which I can read this stuff. It's kind of funny. I can actually read German. The thing is, though, I'm American. Ooh. Switzerland. Chemical Olympics. I mean, the thing is, though, guys, I am American, so I do some crazy stuff here in the U.S. This camera's it's weird. It's weird that some TV stations use clocks before they start the programming, which I think is pretty neat. That's pretty cool. I'm just like I said, I'm just killing time. Do you know? No, I do not. April 13th, 19... Wow, that's old. April 13th, 1990. Wow, that's old. I need that. Ryan Reynolds is gonna be the... Not me, I'm Xbox. I'm Xbox all the way. I was an Atari, then I went to Xbox. Ooh, I remember this program in English.
A Magyar Köztársaság idegenes elnöke szülősmátyás, mint az már ismeretes, az érintett pártok képviselőjével történtek.
I mean, no offense, Xbox. I mean, my hands are so damn big that I can't hold the PlayStation controller. My hands are just too big. I have to use an Xbox controller. See, this is an Xbox controller fits my hand perfectly. I mean, I tried PlayStation when I was younger. Could never use it. It's just that my hands don't fit. Clear. Home. So now we're gonna play some Train Sim 3. You know what? I was thinking about it, but I'm not gonna reset it up. I'm not gonna set up. Ooh, Steamies! I couldn't have the PS5 controller is a little bit bigger than. I tried the PS4 controller. That was still too small for my hands. I don't like my fingers touching. Because it feels funny. See, I have to just make a fist. I have to do this just to make a fist. Okay? It's not fun. It's not easy. I have to make a fist. So, yeah. But I'm going to be playing some Train Sim 3 today. Actually, I'm going to let you see my reaction. Because I don't even know what it's going to look like yet. Haven't seen it yet. I don't like signing in an email. Back. Skip. Yes. Ooh, that's convenient. That's convenient. Okay, that's pretty cool that you know that. There's no PS6 yet. There's no PS6 yet. There's not even a PS5. The PS5 just came out like what, last month? Last year? I mean, still, I'll stick with the PS. I'll stick with my Xbox. No offense, I don't like wireless controllers. I use cheap batteries for my clickers, so this works better. See, I'm way behind on technology.
Welcome to Train Sim World, an immersive and highly detailed rail simulation featuring authentic routes and trains from around the world. This is the training center. Here you can learn about how to navigate and interact with the world, as well as how to operate the many trains. Let's start by looking around. Find each of the markers and look at them. Your current objective is shown at the top left of the screen. Walk to the blue marker to complete the current objective. You've been awarded some action points. These are displayed in the top right corner of the screen and count towards your overall experience level for the game. This is one of the many types of route tasks to be discovered. Keep an eye out for many more types and styles of route tasks, which can involve placing, collecting, or fixing a variety of things.
Okay.
Head into the main building, and you'll continue your induction there.
Hi, ma'am. I like to train for a train trek. Thank you.
You can pause Train Sim World at any point to review objectives and a lot of other information about what's happening at the moment. Try it now, and then return to the game after you've had a look around.
Damn, I got a lot of shit to do. You're next.
Now that we've covered some of the basics of moving around and interacting with the environment, let's take a walk through the building and find the trains.
Find the trains? Oh, so this is the cafeteria or the meeting hall? Okay. Okay. Here's my trains. Oh, I don't want to drive the shunter.
This is Central Square. From here, you can explore the main training center depot and surrounding yards.
I want to drive a train. I don't want to wait all damn day. Come on, just train me how to get on a damn train and start it up so I can get my train going.
Your journey operating trains is just getting started here in the training center. Remember, you can always come back here from the main menu to refresh your knowledge if you're interested.
I know how to drive a train. I know how to drive a train. Just give me a train to drive. I'll put in gear and drive it right now. Continue. I can drive a train. I know how to drive a damn train. I just want to get the train in gear and get going. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Here's the train, guys. Now, what you're seeing is what I'm seeing for the first time. Sorry about the quality, guys. When you like this, I can't read you guys' comments now. I can't read comments.
This module will cover the on-screen overlay, known as the heads-up display, or HUD, that is shown when you are in control of the train. Climb up the ladder into the locomotive, and then sit.
Okay, it's a little different. Okay.
Welcome to the most important seat in the train. While sitting here,
Okay.
you'll be in full control. Before you think about moving the train, though, let's look at the HUD overlay that's appeared on the bottom right.
Okay, basic
The
shit.
heads-up display is a guide to what your train is doing. The main part of the HUD is the speed display. A white bar will appear around the outside
Right.
to show your current speed. And
Right.
the red mark indicates your maximum permitted speed.
Right. Okay, Eddie, continue. Now, where's the reverser at?
This is the direction display. An arrow will indicate forward, reverse, and neutral directions.
Right.
This is the power display.
Oh, that's real
A
important.
number will indicate what position the power or throttle control is in.
Okay.
These are the brake indicators.
Oh, that's real
The
important.
exact ones shown will vary by train and will often be visible in the train itself on various gauges. They tell you what's happening in the braking system.
If it's red, it's
The most
bad.
important one is the BC or brake cylinder. If that's
Top
reading
one.
0, then your brakes are released. Anything else, and brakes are applied and you won't be able to move.
So top one's the important gauge.
Every train can have small variations in the HUD unique to the way it works, but they will mostly look the same. As you learn to control new trains, study the HUD and learn how it helps you operate it.
The only thing I have to worry
If you
about,
want to see
guys,
this again, you can rerun this training module at any time.
no, the only problem I have to worry about, guys, is this right here. This right here is something I really need to make sure I keep an eye on, because that is right there, life and death right there. That's my degrees. If that's down, have the brakes on the high. If you're going up a hill, brakes at full power. Power at the engine at full power. The only thing I really have to care about is that angle of the braking system. But I think I can drive this train with no problems. The only thing I have to make sure is I don't try killing myself. I mean, I can drive practically anything. If it's like if I get used to the controls, I can drive it. Yeah, first Train Sim was too hard. Train Sim 2 was easier. Actually, when I did Train Sim 2, it was easier to drive. Train Sim 2 was Train Sim 2 was easier because you have to start the engine up. Well, Train Sim 1 you do. Okay.
In this training module, you're going to look at making the train move and then bringing it to a stop again. While many trains have different controls and are operated in different ways,
Yeah.
there are basically always 3 controls that are common and are required to move the train.
The reverser.
The reverser sets the direction between forwards
Right.
and backwards. The brakes are used to slow or stop the train.
And the horn.
The throttle controls how fast the train accelerates.
Okay, so this is the
You want
reverser.
to move the train forwards, so move the reverser in that direction.
Forward.
Keep the brake control and release until you can see the brake pipe control needles are reading 5 bar, pointing upwards. This will release the brakes fully.
Oh, that's LT. I want LB. I'm stupid.
Watch the brake cylinder, or BC gauge, to see it gradually reduce to 0, which tells you that the brakes are now fully released and you can move the train. Apply some throttle to get the train moving. As you apply power, notice the amp bar rising. This is the amount of power being fed into the traction motors. Now that you've reached your target speed, you can move the throttle control back to 0. The train will then coast on level ground, and the train will only slow down very gradually.
What's this? Oh, don't want to touch that. That's the ATX. I need this. Ooh, there's a telephone above me. That's pretty cool.
While the specifics of operating brakes vary from train to train, the basic process of stopping is fundamentally the same.
Yeah, I got the brakes on right
Bring
now.
this train to a complete stop by holding the brake control in the apply state until you see the brake pipe control needle in the center of your cab desk showing about 4 bar. The amount of braking you'll need to apply also varies depending on whether you're going uphill or downhill and how heavy your train is. Stopping a train is one of the biggest challenges of controlling them, particularly stopping them in the right place. That concludes this module. Restart the module to learn the steps again, or move on to the next module.
I can drive a train. Okay, this train's a little different from the one I'm used to driving. Used to driving a train with a control front in front of me. Since I did it, I just want to get going. I just want to drive a normal steamer. I wish I could drive a steam engine. That'd be from the drive. Toot toot. Chugga 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 chugga. Toot toot. Toot toot. Chugga 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 chugga. Toot toot. That's what I play because I want to drive a steam engine.
This module will go over the fundamentals of operating junctions to change the path your train will take, and how to navigate using the map. Most rail lines around the world are controlled remotely by a signaling center or dispatcher. From the perspective of the train, the direction taken is automatic. But within yards and depots, many small and frequent movements are required. This makes remote control of the track impractical. In these locations, the direction taken is manually controlled. You can set junctions by either walking up to them and interacting with them, or going to the 2D map and changing them from there. Let's change this junction by hand first. Walk over to it and change it by operating the lever. Notice how the point blades move on the track. Try moving it a few more times until you can see how it works. Let's head over to the train, and then we can look at the map.
What the hell? I broke the engine. 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 Oh, that's fun. I want to try that again. I want to do that again. I want to do that again. I want to do that again. What do they call that? I was just trying something and I found out it doesn't work. Okay, go to trains. Train depot. Timetable. I'm going to Omegle. I'm going to go on Omegle right now. I'm going to go on Omegle in like 5 seconds.